Start filing in. Let me let people know that I am starting because, as I've stated before, you can't schedule streams from the PS4. And this game is not out on PC and probably won't be for another year. Alright, so let's post to Discord first. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the 10 commandments. Let's get this posted to Twitter. I'm gonna give it another minute or two. Let me know if you can hear me. I know there's someone down in the chat. Let me check. Vincent810 says hello. Hello to you as well. There are 5 people watching. Alright, y'all can hear me. Sorry, it's this is only what the second time I've ever streamed from PS4, and the first time was with Guacamelee. And this headset has gone through a lot since then, so I wasn't even sure if this mic still worked properly. Alright, so I'm gonna so Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, as you could plainly see, and I might have accidentally played it for 7 hours straight, 7 or 8 hours straight, as soon as it launched, which, if you could do the math, that means I was up from at least 11 p.m. last night to about 6:30, 7 a.m. this morning playing this game. I am in love with this game. This game has been meeting all of my expectations and surpassing a few. Uh, so let's get started. By start, I mean I'm going to be showing you things that you're not going to be seeing with a lot of other people because I've played this game for a long time last night. Secured said, you going from the beginning or from the last save? Last save. And we're not gonna do a whole lot of story stuff. We're just gonna screw around with the side quests and stuff. I'll probably do some story missions. But I really just want to showcase this game for a few hours and have some fun. I mean, unless you guys would rather me start at the beginning, because I could always start at the beginning. Yeah, the load screens are a bit long, but that's somewhat to be expected. No, it wasn't until I actually saw this dude's face in game that I realized how much Josh Brolin and Jake Gyllenhaal looked like they could pass for brothers. Do you want to overwrite the data in this slot with your current game progress? Yes. Not quite sure what that was about.
Okay.
So this is the bandit camp. This is the deepest new thing in the game.
Mr. Matthews gave me a message for you. He said when it was convenient to head into Emerald Ranch. He's looking at a few business things there.
Okay.
Oh, he'll find something too. He always does. Will you be well now, Mr. Morgan?
I'm always well, Miss Grimshaw.
Okay. There's something cool about that and something that kind of bothered me. Obviously, the thing that bothered me was the fact that her lips did not move when she was talking to me. That's the first time that something like that has actually happened. The other thing is that I was just walking around the camp and one of my fellows just walked up to me and asked me to start a quest line for them. That's all really interesting. Let's see, what's up here? Flaco Hernandez, is this? I know that's a stranger quest. Flaco Hernandez should be around here according to the notes on Levels. Oh, this is there's a gunslinger quest line where you have to find a couple old gunslingers hanging around and get their picture and ask them about this other gunslinger. Just a side quest thing. Yeah, as you can see, this game is pretty big, and I've only unlocked a little bit of it. So let's head up that way. Let's head up to Flaco Hernandez. But first I want to talk about the bandit camp a little bit. You set up camp here after the first chapter, and everyone's here, and it's up to you to keep them supplied. So what you do, and you can't run within the camp, that kind of bugs me. You can only walk when you're inside the camp. Is you got this contribution jar where you can put items and cash inside the jar, or you got this ledger which shows all the things other people have brought in. See that most of it's going to be Arthur because you're the one doing most of the stuff, and then the rest of the stuff is just randomly generated. Like, oh, Charles brought in a perfect beaver pelt and contributed $2.50 with it. Bill brought in a bluegill, and that's Bill Williamson from the first game. Yeah, and then up in this corner here, you got I have $31.63 in my wallet. That's how much I have on me. And then the camp funds is right above that at $49.95. And then above that you have the three things, which is medical supplies, ammunition, and food supplies. And you have to keep all of that stuff stocked by either bringing it in yourself or by using the ledger. We'll go back to that. And actually, like, telling them to restock and stuff. And or upgrade, and the upgrades are a little more expensive. But I wonder if, because in the gameplay trailer they said that the camp is going to move. I wonder if you basically reset after every time you move, or if this carries over. Because if all this carries over, then there's not a whole lot to upgrade. 'Cause it looks like there's only there's room for 4. You got basic, then 3 upgrades, so 4 total for each thing. Noah Wiley said, "Hey, ready for Ruby tomorrow?" Yes. Now, I did not go to the theater premiere last night, but I did get spoilers. So I do know what happened, and I'm not going to spoil it for you folks, but I'm liking what I've heard so far. I'm liking it. There's some things that happen in the episode tomorrow that I am totally fine with. Alright, so let's head out. By the way, this game looks absolutely gorgeous. This might be the best looking game of the generation. The only thing probably holding it back is that it is on PS4. And I don't even have one of those souped up PS4s. I don't have a PS4 Pro. I have baseline year 1 PS4s. And it still looks this good. But this game is not on PC. So if it ever comes out on PC, I can only imagine that it'll get some souped up. And I just heard a turkey, and the audio in this game is also just fantastic. Voice acting is great. I have no idea what exactly is happening right now. That kind of stuff. I was not ready for a fight there. Yeah, not quite sure what happened, except that I got jumped and killed. The stamina will refill slower while the stamina core is low. Feeding it. Let's feed. Yeah, you gotta actually feed your horse and stuff.
You're okay, boy.
I love it. Because you have the health and stamina and also a Deadeye bar for yourself. And that will refill over time like it does in the previous game. But you got the cores, which actually drain over time. It's the cores that replenish those things, and so the more your stamina and health refill, the more the cores drain, and you have to refill the cores by eating, sleeping, drinking, and stuff, all that good stuff. Which I think it's a little more organic than having like just a food bar, or doing the. I don't want to make this sound like a negative on Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is an incredible game. And this isn't a complaint on Breath of the Wild, it's just something that this game does differently and perhaps even better than Breath of the Wild. Because in Breath of the Wild, anytime you get hit, you can go into your menu and it pauses the world, and you can just like scarf down an entire freaking buffet before you even hit the ground and have your health refilled, so long as you have the health items for it. Here, it's a little more in real time and stuff. And I said this on Discord, but this game, it controls similarly to GTA 5. It controls differently than Red Dead Redemption now. And part of that is I feel like this is a different type of game. I feel like whereas those were just GTA sandbox games where you're dropped in the middle and you just dick around and stuff, this is a full-blown Western sim. This is what it would be like if you lived in this kind of world. Which, if you know anything about history, you know that the West was nothing like this at all. But, the point still stands. I also love that, in the several hours I've played this, I have not actually ran into a desert. It is a very different setting. So the setting, just for some context, you start the game on the run in the mountains, running from a rival gang and stuff. Do I have... Gunslinger?
Hey, mister! Help me! My horse died and I'm stuck here. You gotta help me, mister!
Ooh, should I help him out? Should I trust him?
Won't take long.
I'll have my gun ready just in case.
Come on, please. I just need some help. Sure, I can help. How about we skip the small talk, eh?
I knew it.
Nice try.
I knew it. Imperator Draken said, your thoughts on the new Grim? I mean, I haven't actually seen them for myself. I've only seen, like, the images and some spoiler discussions about them. My horse ran off. I don't think I could go up here yet because, I don't have the proper attire. Let's power through it. I have plenty of health items and stuff, and I don't plan on being up here very long. And don't think it's like Breath of the Wild where you'll actually start to die if you're not wearing the proper outfit. I think it popped up on the screen, and I didn't bother reading it because that other guy popped out. But I think it just drains your stamina faster. So I'm fine with that. I also feel like I was up here not too long ago hunting a bear for a mission. Maybe it wasn't that cold though. Anyway, back to the Grim. I mean, the Manticore looks cool. I said that during the podcast. We were talking about stuff from RTX. Yeah, I need to try making this quick. Oh man, this is pretty narrow. It looked like it could turn out bad. But God, look at those snow effects. Man, you're leaving like footprints and dragging the snow, and it's like popping up, and it sounds like actual snow and not just like fart noises. How much further do I have to go? Not that far. I'm well over halfway there. Vincent A10 asked, "Can we talk about spoilers?" I'd rather not spoil it for people who might be listening, who might not want to be spoiled for tomorrow's episode. So yeah, again, like, without spoiling anything, I'm liking what I've heard so far. And a couple of our predictions have come true.
Whoa. I don't mean no harm, okay? Just want to speak to Hernandez.
We don't like visitors up here. Kill this fool.
Retry checkpoint. I feel like I did something wrong there. Besides just pulling out my gun.
Hey, who's that? You're in the wrong camp, stranger.
I don't mean no harm, okay? Just want to speak to Hernandez.
We don't like visitors up here. Kill this fool.
Professor LS asked, "How's the game? I just got poster of it, even though I don't have it." Game is really good. And now that I know that I have to defeat these guys, here's another cool thing. Your horse stores all your weapons. So let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get some stuff with some firepower and not just a little pea shooter. Yeah, your horse stores your weapons, and you have to actually like equip them. You can only equip like 2 long guns and 1 pistol and 1 type of knife and 1 extra weapon at a time. You don't have like the endless arsenal. You only have like so much you can carry.
You're in the wrong camp, stranger.
You don't want to die for Hernandez, do you? Take me to him. I got some questions to ask.
Okay. If it's just questions, she's up in the cabin. Shoot this fool! He's having words with the boss.
That's some Deus Ex stuff right there. I just changed the tactics and decided to threaten them instead of trying to appease them. And I didn't have to kill them because of it. Oh yeah, my health course draining.
Flacco Hernandez? I don't want any trouble. I'm here to speak with you. About Boy Calloway. I'm unarmed.
Metacooler asks, "Have you thought of a Discord server?" I have a Discord server! We talked, that's how we do the podcast! Like, I've talked about it lots.
Here's your
The thing is... Ooh. Oh! I still haven't gotten quite the feel for the duels yet. Because it's different than, yeah, it's a lot different than the previous Red Dead games. So I still have... This is only the second time I've dueled. So I still have, like, no idea exactly how it works. I kind of, like, lucked into it. There we go. Yeah, that's right, you punk-ass bitches better run. Do I have... No, it's items. There we go. And take focus. There we go. Now to get off this mountain, and I should probably load up on some supplies like gun oil and stuff.
Giddy up.
See, where's the nearest town that I have access to? Valentine. So let's go to Valentine and let's go to specifically the general store. Metacooler said Call of Juarez. Call of Juarez is another one of the great Western games. The first two are. The third one, when they tried being Call of Poopy, Mexican Gang Edition, that's when that franchise started being awful. It literally went from like top 3 best Western games ever to one of the worst shooters on the market of the generation in the span of just one game. Those cattle or those deer? I think those are caribou.
Yeah.
Let's run this horse ragged. I haven't been annoyed by any of the music in this game, but there's a lack of it. Like there's no music playing right now, in case you can't hear. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah, okay, boy.
And it can be like very atmospheric and stuff. Okay, yeah, the music just kicked in, and this is I believe this track was on the first Red Dead Redemption game. Like it's not a lot of the music I've heard in this game sounds like the music from the first Red Dead Redemption. Which I'm totally fine with. Oh, snap. Health cores empty your health will regenerate slower. Sleep or eat food such as meats and canned food to refill your health core. I'll do that when I get out of here. Cause I'm gonna load up on some supplies at the general store. Get oil for the guns. Gonna get food. Some stamina stuff. And some stuff for my horse. So, some more carrots and stuff. I love that you have to actually like take care of your horse and stuff. But this game does more than just look and sound authentic. It feels authentic. It is authentic. Well, again, I hesitate to use the word truly authentic because, again, right, history shows that the Old West was nothing like the movies or games. And this isn't even really West. I think this game is supposed to take place, at least this part, is supposed to be like Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Like you're pretty far east. You evacuated east after mess that happened in Blackwater, which Blackwater was the furthest east town in the first game, and now you guys are hiding out in this area. So it's east of Blackwater, which Blackwater to me always felt like St. Louis. It gave me some like 1890s to 19 like turn of the century St. Louis vibes, even though it's nowhere near as big as turn of the century St. Louis. St. Louis was a massive city in 1904. It was I can't say for sure because it's been a long time since I looked it up, but I'm pretty sure St. Louis was in like top 10 biggest cities in America in 1904, and now it's like not even in the top 50 biggest cities because it's actually shrunk since then. Whereas cities like Chicago and Kansas City have sprung up and just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, St. Louis has actually shrunken down and been chopped to pieces by various municipalities. But Blackwater's role in the first Red Dead Redemption game was very much the role that St. Louis had in the turn of the century. It was the gateway to the West. It was the end of civilization for a long time. It was the biggest city west of the Mississippi. It was the only major city west of the Mississippi. Like, everything else was like just small huts and stuff, like this town. Like Dodge City. Yeah. Another thing that kind of bothers me is the fact that you have to, like, hold down buttons to do context actions, like picking things up.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
For some more provisions?
Yes. Yes, I am. But, like, see, I have to hold down triangle to browse the catalog.
For purchase.
I'm gonna catch up on the chat. Imperator Dragon said, "What are you hoping to see in Atlas if or when Ruby gets there?" I would like some political intrigue. I don't think Rooster Teeth has the talent to pull off good political intrigue, but I would
shoplifting here the other day. Can you believe that?
I would like for them to try. Let's see, let's get some horse medicine. Let's definitely get some horse stimulant. I don't plan on doing any hunting anytime soon. So let's restock on some ammunition.
Appreciate it.
Revolver cartridges. Refill on repeater cartridges. I hardly ever use the shotgun in this game, or I have hardly used it. Let's see, index. I need provisions now. I should probably also get some tonics. Canned food. Let's get. I'm a pretty high roller with my $25. Get some canned pineapples. Some canned corned beef. Something to refill my stamina too. Let's get apples are. In fact, let's get sold out on apples. Let's get some more carrots. Let's get a couple peaches. And the meat you actually have to cook in order to eat it, and you could cook it in your camp or with a campfire. You could, because like in the first game, you got you got that camp that you can set up anywhere.
And that should be good.
See, I like that you could. It's a much more organic way than just talking to the guys. Like well, let's actually. refill my core a little bit.
Thanks, partner.
So long as your core's not empty, you're fine. Yeah. Gonna keep up with the chat. Have you ever thought of a Discord server? I already answered that. Metacooler said, I always thought you used Hangout. Now, I've never used Google Hangout before. So do you... Ubisoft might be making a new Call of Juarez. Yeah, I hope Ubisoft doesn't make another Call of Juarez. Ubisoft sucks right now. Like, okay. I haven't played the last couple Assassin's Creed games. I've only, like, seen stuff from them. And the things I've seen from Odyssey, I hate. Like, I don't ever want to touch that game. I don't want to touch Origins either. Origins looks better than Odyssey. Odyssey, like, takes all the problems I have with Origins and why I will not touch that game and amplifies them. It's like if Assassin's Creed tried being The Witcher, and I don't like The Witcher. I made that quite clear on Twitter when I was playing Witcher 3 a few weeks ago, that I really did not have a good time with The Witcher. I think it is the most overrated game of the generation. Even more so than Metal Gear Solid 5, because Metal Gear Solid 5 has plenty of haters that absolutely despise it. And the people who gave it like 10 out of 10s are absolutely bought out. But The Witcher, people who call out games like Metal Gear Solid 5 and Call of Duty, they love The Witcher, and I don't see why. Anyway, Metacooler, so do you need to be a patron to join your server, or is it private? No, it's public. It's, okay, the thing is, with our Discord server, I'm not the one who set it up. The one who set it up is High Powered. It was his idea. We had the Discord before we had the podcast. We had the Discord before I really started uploading videos to YouTube. And we've just kind of used that Discord server because we're all there. Right now it's called... I think it's called Ruby Volume 6 Caution. If you go to the Facebook page, Ruby and Beyond, this is... I need to find a permanent link to the Discord and actually put it in the description of all my YouTube videos. Because just Discord is like really iffy about links. And links like expire. I need to figure out how to do that. Or someone needs to post a link to the Discord in the chat. Metacooler asked PS4, yes. Ryan Alejandre said hello, and how long have you been playing this game? Let's see, what time is it now? Let's see. I've been playing it for about an hour in this session. Or less than that, probably more like 45 minutes. And I played it for about 7 hours last night. Which again, like if you do the math, that means I didn't get to sleep until like 7 in the morning because I was playing this game. Ryan Errol Alejandro said, "Facts, Odyssey looked so good until I saw gameplay." Yeah. Imperator Dragon said, "Can they really be called kingdoms if there's no king?" I guess. Also, why didn't Shade's headmaster just take control of Vacuo? Who knows? Vince A10, has anyone played Hollow Knight? No, but I've heard of it. I've heard it's good. Oh, I need to go to the gun store too and get some gun oil to clean my guns. So you actually have to like maintain your guns. They have stats like pretty much any other shooter game does.
Good to see you again. So, what are you aiming for today?
Browse catalog. I already got some munitions, so I need. Do I need is it accessories I need, or is it? Yeah, I think it's accessories. If not, you know what? I'm actually gonna backpedal. Ammunition.
Don't listen to the folk around here. I do not and will not ever
Right,
do arms
gun
business with
oil.
no gang. Huh.
Yeah, I need gun oil. I'll go ahead and get 2 things of that.
I'm looking forward to testing this out.
Somebody help me out. I was in the army.
Read about the hunt for the Leviticus Cornwall train robbers.
Now I'm gonna demonstrate this. Actually, yeah. Maintain. Look at it. You can look at its stats. Now, the white is where its stats are at now. The gray is where its stats are at total. I think, right? Because if I clean it,
Someone gonna help a fella out. Somebody, please.
all right now. Maybe if I.
Got real bad nerves. I can't work. Can you give me some money?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the gray is. I think that might be the highest stat
Just wanna get
that you have.
I'm parched.
Yeah, like in the previous game, your horse can magically unhitch itself when you whistle. But unlike the previous game, it can't magically teleport to you.
I fought in the war.
Yeah, I don't care about you fighting in the war. Probably fought for the South like a dirty traitor. Alright, now let's see. Let's go to... Go do the stranger quest.
Help a fella out.
There is also like a wide array of NPC character models with a wider range of emotions and more free thought than real life NPCs. Alright, Devin Holmes asked, what did you think of the Volume 6 clip with Oscar talking about the 2 huntsmen? I literally rolled my eyes. I did too. They're lampshading one of the biggest complaints with Volume 5, which is both a good and a bad thing. It's good that they're acknowledging it, but it's bad if they don't do anything about it. Ruby using her semblance in a train station when she should have been using it during the Battle of Haven. That's what caused me to roll my eyes and look at that vista. Ah, God. Rockstar really knows how to put together a location. I'm not crazy about GTA. I don't like the GTA games. They're just...
Poor thing. Come here. Hey! Need a hand with your horse?
Oh.
Shit. Yep.
I was gonna help the poor dude out, but now he's dead. Oh, wow. See, you can't always do what you think the good thing is. Because people die. Oh, man. That's the kind of stuff that I adore about this game. Just rolling up on a road, someone's trying to fix his horseshoes, and you greet him and he gets distracted and then gets his head caved in. Oh man. Anyway, the Volume 6 clip. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that for a long time. Volume 6 clip. Other than that, there just wasn't really anything going on. I do like the idea that most huntsmen are actually just mercenaries. I kind of always like that idea. It's a good idea, but it doesn't gel with a lot of the other stuff we know, and a lot of the other stuff we've seen. Like, people have talked about this before. Like, if they're supposed to be the defenders of humanity, if their whole job is to fight the Grim, then how come there's only like 16 students at the Battle of Beacon?
Hey, what?
Oh no.
Slow it up.
You best clear off.
O'Driscoll's. No.
No, I don't think you get it. We got this bridge exclusive.
Son of a bitch. Do that, folks.
Yeah,
You let me cross.
it's one. Okay, so this is one of those things that like adds to the authenticity and stuff, but it might end up bothering me in the long run, and that is the fact that like with repeaters you actually have to you pull the trigger to actually like shoot, and then you have to like do it again in order to cock it back.
Boy.
Like it's an authenticity thing. I dig it, but
So,
I feel like that could be annoying, and I feel like not everyone is gonna appreciate that detail. Like, why not just do it automatically, you know? Ryan Alejandro said, I like how the shops have distinctions between each other, unlike the last one where it was just like copy and paste. I haven't been to enough shops to really see that, because the previous game, like, you had a tailor shop that had like outfits and stuff. You had the gun shop that had ammunition and guns. You had the general store, which had like provisions and consumable items, and also like a little bit of ammunition. And you had doctors that had medical supplies and consumable items. Yeah. Then, yeah. But in this game, they do seem much more deeper. It feels just a lot deeper than the first Red Dead Redemption game, as it should. It's been 8 years since Red Dead Redemption came out. Like, they need to have... They couldn't just, like, make it a carbon copy. Opening up a soda. Ryan, Harold, Alejandro said the red is the damage done over time. Ran Yakoa said, my god, I'm dying. Catbread Right said, I thought Ruby idolized huntsmen and huntresses, yet she and Yang acted like brats. I feel like it makes sense for Ruby because she has like a different idea of like what a huntsman should be, and maybe if they made her, maybe if they gave her an actual like character arc in the first 2 volumes where she realized that like not everyone had the same idea of what a huntsman is supposed to be that she did. Like actually the manga does this a little bit. In the manga, the first one, she has conflicts with Cardin, and like really early on, in like the second or third chapter. I actually really like that because Cardin is also trying to be a huntsman, but he is very different than what Ruby thinks a huntsman should be. Also, why didn't they show their weapons to the huntsman? Yang specifically, I don't know. Yeah. I agree with Kitty Kirishima. That scene was kind of cringe. Alright. So let's rob these poor fools. And like, it adds to the authenticity, but do I really have to hold down triangle and then watch this animation every time I loot a body? But by the way, the people I shot up, the O'Driscolls, they're a rival gang. They're probably the main antagonists, at least in this section of the game, the first parts. I don't know how much the story is going to evolve past them, if it's going to evolve past them, because I mean, in the first game, oh, I say first game, in Red Dead Redemption. A lot of people say Red Dead Revolver was technically the first game, but in Red Dead Redemption, you had Bill Williamson in New Austin, then you had Javier Escuela in Mexico, then you had Dutch Vanderlyn in West Elizabeth, and you had the 3-act structure with those 3 villains in those 3 locations, and then, oh, plot twist, Edgar Ross is the final bad guy, but he kills you and you have to take over as Jack. By the way, spoiler for an 8-year-old game that everyone freaking knows about, that I'm playing the sequel to, even though it's technically a prequel. Yeah. Yeah, it's just all good stuff. Oh, is this a... Hold on, is this a... Yeah, that's a prison mining camp. That's neat. Oh, that reminds me. Earlier in the game, I actually ran into a clan. I ran into the KKK, and I just watched them as they were initiating a new member into the group, and he accidentally lit himself on fire, and I just laughed. And then the freaking Grand Wizard started chastising me like, you just sat there and did nothing. You let a good man die. And I'm just like, fuck you, racist. And I shot him. I was looking down at my phone. Oh, is this... Roads. New town. Is it a town or is it just a train station? Whatever it is, it's my destination.
Some good reason why you're following me?
I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I am officially ready for Halloween. I got myself a box of Count Chocula. Halloween's less than a week away. Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like...
Greetings.
Hey, you there. A quick word.
What can I do for you, sir?
There's an old gunslinger I'm looking for. I heard he comes through here. Name of Midnight? Billy?
Oh, that old soak? Yeah, he spends days on board these trains, but he's going nowhere but the gutter. I imagine you'll find him right in the next one through here. Either that or the next one. Try them both. Look in the bar card.
Neat.
Mr. Midnight?
Excuse me, I'm trying to drink.
Mr. Midnight, listen, this won't take a moment. I just want to talk with you about your old days as a shootist.
Get away from me!
Hey!
I didn't shoot him in his sleep!
No one's
I didn't shoot
saying
him
that.
in his sleep, and if I did, it was the only way!
Not a problem. I'm here about Jim Boy Calloway, and no one shot him yet.
I knew you'd come for me! Get away from me!
Mr. Midnight!
You're on a train! There ain't nowhere to run! You're just gonna get yourself in a dead end!
I knew you'd come for me! It weren't my fault! I knew!
You don't know nothing, Mr. Midnight. I want to talk. Don't do something foolish.
You come for me! Come on!
Oh, still do not have the feel for, I feel like I never got a good feel for the duels in Red Dead Redemption either. Oh. I get that Ruby has her own idea of what a huntsman should be. It was just odd. I feel like there should have been more to the two huntsmen besides incompetence and a bit of greed. Yeah, I agree. Professor LS said, "What do you think of Payday the Heist, if you've have heard of it?" I've heard of it. I've never really played it. From what I've seen and stuff, it feels like Rainbow Six Siege. Or not Siege, but Rainbow Six in general. But from the from the opposite end of the spectrum. Oh, he's got a Mauser! Oh, I'm picking that up. Wait, can you? You can kick the bodies. Now to. Get back. Get back. My horse following me? I think it is. Can I? Ah! I tried jumping on my horse. So that's worth. I tried jumping on my horse and I either missed or didn't hit the right button or didn't do it right. Either way, I'm still alive, and that's all that matters. Somehow. Would suck if that would have happened before I got the picture, and I am far from anything. Let's go to Hosea. We'll do a story mission now. Story mission, it has the same kind of structure as the last couple Rockstar games, as far as like icons pop up on the map and you gotta like go to them, and you could do them in basically any order. It's a little more organic, I feel, than in Red Dead Redemption, and especially more organic than GTA 5. And what was that? I mean, I know it was a gunshot, but just passing through. I don't want no trouble from you farmers. I respect your kind. As far as Arthur Miller as a character, I feel like he's the opposite of John Marsden. John Marsden was always like trying to wash his hands, always trying to like get out or whatever. Arthur Miller's like, he wants to be bad, and it's up to you whether he succumbs to getting soft. It's a neat little twist to the niftiness of Red Dead Redemption's moral dilemmas, and as I've demonstrated already, there's not a clear-cut answer in some regards. Like, sometimes you gotta threaten, sometimes you gotta try to defuse the situation, sometimes you just gotta pull out a gun and threaten a dude, or just straight up shoot them, and you're the one who makes the call. And so far there hasn't been any like real consequences to my actions. But I'm still pretty early on, and I always play it like straight-laced, at least on my first playthrough. By the way, John Marsden is in this game. It is before he left the Dutch Vanderlyn gang. But it's after that. They talk about it in the first game, that mess in Blackwater with the botched ferry robbery that started to tear the gang apart. This game, that's what you guys are running from, is the repercussions from that. So I have a feeling John's going to leave sometime in this game. He's gonna run off to have himself a farm. And are those turkeys? Those are turkeys. I'd shoot one, but yeah.
Whoa, easy.
Emerald Ranch.
That's an interesting way of putting it, Seamus.
No doubt. I do interesting very well. It's trusting I don't do so well.
Please. Arthur, this is Seamus. He's our new partner.
I ain't no such thing.
Prospective new partner, if he likes us.
Liking ain't the problem. Trusting is. As I said, keep your voices down. I don't want my boss hearing. This is a sideline.
Of course. Look at us. Honest as the day is long.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. Let us prove ourselves.
Prove ourselves? To this clown? What you talking about?
Good day, Hosea. Good luck with your business dealings.
Listen. He's rough and ready and quick with his tongue, but I swear you can trust him and trust me.
I'm an old man.
You're not old, Seamus.
I'm old enough. And you know I ain't dead.
You don't trust idiots.
Exactly.
We're not idiots. Let us prove it to you.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Arthur.
Old Bob Crawford and his boys just bought a beautiful stolen stagecoach from upstate. It's in their barn. Now you go get that, and then we can work together.
Who's old Bob Crawford?
An acquaintance of mine.
So you want us to take out your competition?
Well, he's not just an acquaintance, but a cousin. By marriage. I also want to see if you boys got what it takes. Now, you survive that.
Where is he?
Well, he's in a farmhouse just northwest of here called Carmody Dell. It's just up the train tracks as you're heading up towards Fort Wallace. There's also some money in that house, but that's your business, not mine. But don't kill nobody.
Now, I usually hate
They'll know it was me.
You're fine with us robbing your cousin.
the meaningless like chores in games like this, like Skyrim, or some of the side quests from Breath of the Wild, or 50% of freaking Witcher 3. I usually don't like stuff like that, but
Really?
I feel like it works better here
He said the place is just northwest of here.
because your character has an established relationship with a lot of the people you're helping.
Clearly you.
It's not these aren't just random strangers that are like, "Hey, you look like the main character. You should go and deliver this letter," or Hey, you look like the protagonist, so can you go and get the sword from this dungeon for me? Or, oh, you're a witcher. Solve all of my problems for no pay because it's the right thing to do.
That's usually how it goes.
Yes, but you know how this works.
Come on, Hosea. That feller's a joke.
And that's why he's perfect. He won't cause us any problems. A safe spot to fence wagons and coaches, that's easy money for us.
I guess you're right.
Come on, it's not like he's asking us to rob a bank. If the two of us can't steal a stagecoach from Seamus's old crooked cousin by marriage, we should hang up our hats now. Oh! Get up!
So what's the story with that Emerald Ranch? You find out anything else?
A little. Owner's a nasty type by all accounts. Seamus is sure scared of him.
That's not saying much.
Something strange about the place. Used to be a saloon there, general store. Now it's all closed up, but they seem to have money. Hey, let's keep it down now. We must be close. That must be the place up ahead. We should go on foot from here. Let's...
Yeah, let's keep the Mauser. Get a carbine repeater. We'll get the... I'll actually use the bow.
Come on. There's that.
The Catbird Wright said I would have had the two huntsmen threaten them a little dangerous trip you're going on. Should something happen to your folks? Yeah, maybe. Professor Ellis said, would you hate me if I told you the game I think is the most overrated game of the decade is The Last of Us? No, and here's why. I love The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a perfect game for what it is. It's not for everyone. It's like, what's a good movie example? It's like Whiplash, the movie Whiplash. Completely different genres and stuff, but Whiplash is a movie that's like, it does every single thing it sets out to do, and does it well, does it with like plenty of polish and stuff, but people who aren't into it simply aren't into it. If you don't like games like Uncharted or Last of Us or Metal Gear Solid 4, you're not going to like The Last of Us. But if you do like those kinds of games, Last of Us is about as good as it gets. And I'm not crazy about those games either. I think Last of Us is like a 8 out of 10. I still really like it, but it ain't perfect. It ain't no masterpiece.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the place.
The only games I would call like a masterpiece from the last 10 years,
Yes.
the two Deus Ex games that have come out in this decade, Human Revolution and Mankind Divided.
Distract them by putting on a little show where you sneak into the house, find what you can, then get the stage. Or wait until nightfall. Sneak in, then I'll get the coach. You can try the house. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go day.
Do it now.
Let's do it now.
Sure. All right, then. Don't follow me. Wait until I have them distracted outside, then sneak into the house.
See, Professor Ellis said the ending made the entire game feel like it was a waste of time, and this is coming from someone who played all the Uncharted games. The thing about The Last of Us is that you kind of find out that it's not actually about saving humanity. It's actually about the relationship that Joel builds with Ellie. And you don't want her to die. And Joel is willing to...
Is your father home, son? Sure is. Get him down. Please, get
And Joel is willing to sacrifice, like, civilization,
How many years? I was lost many years. You know what? Oh,
and to save Ellie.
father of the house.
Sure.
Pleasure to meet you. I was just chatting with Junior here a bit.
You selling something, partner?
I'm not selling, sir. I'm giving it away. I was just telling, Junior, what's your name, son? Robert Crawford III, sir. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Both of you, sir. My name's... Now, don't tell no one, because in New York, I'm kind of famous. I once booked
Sneaking around. Ooh, actual money.
Your back was kind of tricky, complicated. Sure. For just 10 or 15 sessions, whiskey suits me fine.
I'm not gonna get greedy.
You ever meet a Scot in hobble and old age? But the English and Gauls, gin. They drink gin. And what is gin made with? Junipers. And what does the juniper? Creates movement in the spine. Whereas your whiskey, made with grain as it is, leaves the spine out.
Now I wait. Yeah, there's actual like stealth in this game. I'd put it at like Breath of the stealth as like it's not fleshed out. It's nowhere near as dynamic as like even Skyrim or something like that. But I still like it. I'm just checking Discord right now. DeAndre Kid asks, what were your thoughts on Ruby Volume 6 sneak peek? I thought it was okay.
You done, Arthur?
Yep.
Okay, let's grab this stagecoach and get out of here.
Plug my phone in. Alright. Yeah, I thought the sneak peek was alright. Nothing special. I've seen the spoilers. For those of you just joining us that didn't already hear me say this. I'm liking every single thing I've seen in the spoiler discussions. Yeah, they're on to us. But they ain't gonna get us.
Damn it! Arthur, you should have been more careful.
Yeah, sorry. Must have left the dresser open.
Oh. Oh wow, I wasn't even like thinking about that.
A few bits and pieces. Nothing too fancy.
Well, we need anything we can get right now.
This was easier than hunting a 1,000-pound grizzly anyway.
No doubt. I won't forget that in a hurry.
I'm looking forward to your retelling of that one around the campfire.
It wasn't the first time Mr. Matthews had stared death in the eye. And as usual, he did not flinch.
Yeah, exactly. How long you think we're gonna stick around here for?
Yeah.
Not sure. Till we can't, I suppose. Feels like we're starting to get back on our feet, slowly but surely. Just need to keep at it. Dutch has a new money chest stashed in a safe spot away from camp, but it's a long way from being full.
I hope it's not stashed in town like we did in Blackwater.
Okay, here we are. Just pull the coach into the barn there. Hello, Seamus. We met your cousins.
How was it?
Fine. Nice people.
Park that thing in here. Quickly. Nice work, Hosea.
It was mostly Arthur. Like I said, coarse but competent.
Here.
Thank you.
DeAndre Kid asked, where are the spoilers? If you're on the Discord, it's in the convention spoilers chat. If not,
I'm heading back to camp.
the Ruby Reddit has a spoiler page or whatever.
Sure.
I wasn't paying attention. What did I just accept? I don't know what I just accepted. It's too late now. Or did I just accept a ride back with them to the camp? See how we doing on supplies.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
Don't worry about it, Reverend.
I made a fool of myself again.
Yeah, that was a previous mission. He got drunk.
Really, I am.
And I had to help him out.
So, we found the O'Driscoll's hideout, but no sign of Colm.
Well, so long as we're hitting them before they hit us. Just leave me alone, will you?
You're pathetic. You're a pathetic man, John Marston.
Don't I know it?
Let's talk to John.
Hey,
Uh-huh, Morgan.
you'll be back on your feet in no time.
I sure hope so.
Mr. Morgan.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
It's Uncle.
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Yeah. If you don't remember, Uncle is the one that John actually has running his ranch while he's on his mission with the government. And he dies at the end. He dies in that final battle alongside John. Let's do this. So with this mission line, Arthur's ex-girlfriend, Mary Linton, wants Arthur to help her out with her brother who is running in with a gang. And you gotta yeah. I'm not sure because I only started the mission. I didn't do the next part of it.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake, I think. Cathead, right, so anyone been watching JoJo's Part 5? Not yet. I plan on watching it when it's all out. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to watch it week to week. I just want to binge watch the entire thing when it's done. DeAndre Kidd said, how is Red Dead so far? It is excellent. It is everything I was hoping for.
Hey, move it! Christ alive!
Heads up. Why are you hassling me?
This game is gorgeous. And all the little detail, like look at the satchel. The like lid thing is bouncing like kind of on its own, like it would. So what else is there to talk about? Oh, pass up that turn.
Easy there.
And what is Chelonianism? No less than the recent rediscovery of theology.
Oh, that's right. He's in a religious cult.
Can I speak to the boy?
Arthur?
Hello, son. Your sister is very worried.
The boy has chosen a path, sir.
Frankie Lopez said, just a random question, have you ever played a Devil May Cry game? Yes, I dig Devil May Cry. I dig it a lot.
His sister just wants to speak with him.
Cap Red Raid said, alright, I'm heading out. Beautiful game, need to check it.
Has chosen a
Yeah.
path. He's chosen safety.
DeAndre Kidd said, can you tell me happy birthday? I'm 26. Happy birthday, DeAndre.
I'm still searching, I guess.
We are all searching. Chelonianism is about searching. What do we search for?
Hey, look out and see if this Chelonianism is,
I
real.
don't Safety and meaning?
Jamie knows the truth. But of course, you may speak with him.
Exactly. If your teachings are so great, what harm can I do?
I'm not coming with you, Arthur.
Just come and speak with Mary. Then make up your mind.
Leave me alone, Arthur. I didn't ask for your help.
I'm gonna have to lasso this dude.
For Christ's sakes, Jamie, just hold up a minute. They're just using you. Telling you what you want to hear.
What the hell do you know about it, Arthur?
I used to be Catholic. I know all about this kind of stuff.
Come on, Jamie, your sister's worried about you.
I don't have to answer to you.
Am I close enough yet? I don't think I am.
Stop and let's talk about this.
This is none of your damn business.
Come on, you ain't stupid. You can see this is crazy.
You're the crazy one.
God, his horse is
We
fast.
gotta do this the hard way.
I was doing just fine by myself. Sorry, mister.
What are you gonna do, Jamie? Live the rest of your life in the mountains with those people?
They're my friends. If you don't leave me alone, I'll shoot you. I swear it.
What are you talking about? You ain't no killer.
You don't know who I am.
Oh, he's shooting me. Try and cut him off. Get closer. Oh, no, 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 no.
Please, Arthur. I'm a man now. I found something. A calling.
You're just a kid. You're making a big mistake.
I'm not taking advice from you. You're an outlaw. You leave me alone. They're good people. I'm warning you, Arthur Morgan. Leave me alone.
Please, kid. Put that gun down.
I warn you, Arthur. I don't want to live anymore.
Kid, just calm down.
Leave me alone.
Yeah!
Calm down. Let's go see your sister.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Frankie Lopez asked, are you getting Devil May Cry 5?
Have I been a terrible fool?
Maybe,
Arthur?
maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wasn't all that. I didn't
know
like the
enough
last
about
two
it.
games.
But one thing I do know. There ain't no shame in looking for a better world.
I missed you, Arthur. Are you and Mary sweet on one another again?
Oh, no. That's all a long time ago, son. Yeah.
Well, this wasn't how I thought today would turn out.
It's been a long time, Jamie Gillis. You were a kid last time I saw you. You didn't try to kill yourself.
You know, you taught me how to ride a horse.
Too well, apparently. Chelonia, though? Really? You'd fall for that?
They were very nice to me.
Yeah, you couldn't just be a Baptist like the rest of us.
Sure. Please tell me you didn't give them any money.
Of course I did. They rely on charitable donations.
Jeez, this, Jamie. Come on.
I just wanted to believe that there might be something good coming my way one day. Guess that's dead in the water.
With the turtles.
Shut up. All Father kept telling me was, you won't amount to anything. You're not enough of a man. I had to get away. I couldn't take it anymore.
Forgive me, but your father's a bully and a coward. Don't listen to him.
Hey, don't talk about him like that.
What do you want me to say, Jamie? He's a good father? Nice man?
He won't be happy I saw you.
Please send him my worst regards.
The thing is, he's right. I'm not good at anything.
Come on, that ain't true. Tell me something you like. Don't think too hard.
Apples, I guess.
Oh,
Apples?
man.
Yeah, I love apples.
Okay.
See, the characters in this are so good.
Carpentry.
Like, that's my biggest problem with GTA, especially GTA 5, is that all the characters are just insufferable, mean-spirited, arrogant douchebags. But in here, it's like, they all feel like good people, even the bad guys, even like O'Driscoll and Dutch.
What was his name? Hester?
Hosea. Yep, still the same, sort of.
Like, this game is really making me feel bad for Dutch. Because you're, like, starting to see his, like, mental decline and how he became the crooked, scalping barbarian of a man he was in Red Dead Redemption.
I told you, no.
And I have a feeling that, like...
You know Barry Lyndon's dead?
He told me.
I have a feeling that Arthur Morgan's gonna die at the end. Just like John Marston died at the end of the first game. And it's going... I feel like Arthur Morgan is going to die, and it's going to be what really caused Dutch to go over the edge. And if that's the case, then this is a prequel done right. Like, I was worried that you'd see, like, the origin of, like, all these characters, and then you get, like, fan service cameos from, like, Irish, or Wes Dickens, or like, a McFarlane will pop up.
Jamie! Come home. Please, Father's been very sad.
Father wouldn't know sadness if it died in his
Nut
bed.
Jobification donated $50. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Come on.
Sweet game so far. Can't wait to play it myself. And here's to another season of Ruby that doesn't end in disappointment.
It's good to see you, Mary.
Oh wow. DeAndre Kiss, I like Franklin. As far as spoilers, any word on Summer and Team Stark? No. From what I've heard, nothing about Silver Eyes. Ruby still hasn't asked about her Silver Eye powers yet.
Oh, you'll never change. I know that.
Again, did they purposely make Arthur Morgan look like Josh Brolin? So I think they did. And I wonder how Josh Brolin feels about it, because I feel like he'd dig it. Josh Brolin is like an actual real-life cowboy type. I don't know if it's just an act or if he's really like that, but
Feel like a fool. That woman confuses
but it's
me
so
and plays me
he's
for
such a good
fiddle like no one
actor.
else alive. I trust I will not make a god-awful fool of myself once more, but somehow I imagine I shall.
Oh, and your facial hair grows slowly over time, and you have to you can shave it either at a barber or at a fuck. I'm blanking, at the camp. Because I think I'm back in Valentine now. Yeah, don't we all? Could always use more money.
I'll tell you, place ain't what it used to be. The place ain't.
You hear someone robbed a stagecoach from old Bob Crawford at Carmody Dale? I'd feel sorry if he hadn't robbed it first.
Styles.
I wouldn't have watched my family freeze to death in the winter of '72. If I'd known about it, you bitches.
Man, this is so deep. I'm like.
You ain't worth two shits, old.
It is.
You're worth one tree.
Because there's so many hairstyles, and then you can pick them at different lengths.
I shot 19 of them once.
Sweat fade black. Swept back fade. Nah. I don't want a swept back. Maybe parted fade. Oh, and it's not like GTA San Andreas where you could actually like increase your hair. You could only trim it. Oh, I liked that. Right parted. I like right parted. I don't like middle parted. I don't like left parted either. And then pomade. So let's do the right parted fade all the way. And then you can just trim it.
Ain't nothing. Nice. More goddamn American.
Facial hair.
More goddamn shots. More goddamn
All facial hair. Yeah, you could do all facial hair. You could do just the mustache, just the chin, just the chops. See, that looks a lot like Josh Brolin.
Look at you.
Yeah, let's do the whole thing. Yeah, you got all the different styles with that too. Which I guess with the styles and stuff, you can only get that. Oh, I should have gone with the pencil mustache. Maybe next time my hair grows out. Sideburns are no. I ain't doing the President Van Buren. What the fuck? Double fortune. Professor Ella said, "Is it me or I hate when games have real life actors in them?" It breaks immersion in my opinion. It can. I have to say, it makes them look like real people, and it's no different than a movie. It's no different than like recognizing an actor in a movie, in my opinion. Yeah, when it doesn't serve it, like Josh Brolin's been in westerns before. He was in True Grit, and he looked completely different in True Grit. He was scrawny in True Grit because he was playing like an outlaw who had been living in the mountains for like years or whatever. Let's brush you. You gotta brush your horse every so often to clean it. There's something else I have to do with it.
Hey, stay calm now.
Pat it.
All right, boy.
Alright, where to next? Let's go visit. Oh. I'm wanted in those parts. Let's go see Javier Escuela, who was one of the main antagonists in the first game. But he's like your buddy in this. Got butcher you can buy meats from.
You wanna keep this up? You think you're clever, huh? Hey, you leave her be. I ain't afraid to get blood on my hands.
Oh. I kind of suck at this game if you haven't. If you can't tell. I'm not good at shooters. Should probably get out of here. Cause like in other games, like if people witness you or whatever, they'll become witnesses, and you gotta either bribe them or threaten them, or let them be and get the law on you. Looks like there's a shootout up here.
Appreciate you stepping in there. Those bastards been turning the screw on me from day one, saying I gotta pay them protection money. I told them where to stick it, and well, I guess you just saw how that panned out.
Yes, I did. What's the circle do? Oh, you can actually kick from the horse? Hey, there's things I'm still discovering about this game. And it's all like very organic too. It's not like Witcher where you'll come across something new and then have to just deal with getting bombarded with walls and walls of text explaining like what it is or how it's supposed to help you. How long have I been going? About 2 hours? Yeah. I'll do this mission and then I'll do the Micah mission and then we'll call that a stream. So probably another hour. Oh. It's just one shot. Probably someone hunting. Is there a train station? Yeah.
Okay then.
Train's on the way. I hear wolves. There's wolves? No. I could just same thing with the first Red Dead Redemption. I could just watch the horse riding animation all day. So I don't know what Javier Escuela is getting into, where I'm heading. How far away is he now? So I've been reading for a while. Upper Montana River. So are you in like... I'm a little confused. I'm not quite sure where this game... I know this game doesn't take place in the real world anyway, so... Oh, it looks like I got some... Looks like I got a lawman ambush up ahead. Should just be two. See if I can avoid them. Blackwater in the surrounding area is in lockdown, shown by a red area on the pause menu. You will become wanted if seen by law in this area. Ooh. Oh, so now I'm in West Elizabeth now. This is the area from the first game. As you can tell from the map, I've never been this far out. Yeah, this certainly looks like Great Plains. I wonder if I could find like what would eventually become John Marston's house. I think, is that Blackwater up there? I think that is.
Easy, whoa.
Oh. Ouch, I was looking at the cougar and didn't see the law rolling up on me. Imperator Dragon said, thoughts on the upcoming coffee novel? I don't really have any positive thoughts. I think it's really dumb that they're dedicating a novel to those characters. But at the same time, I'm glad. I think I said this in the podcast. I'm glad that, like, the fact that they're going to be in a novel is a hint that they'll probably not, like, appear in the actual show again. Or if I can use a bandana and conceal my identity, and then I need, $10. I need to get my repeater ready. Yeah, I think that's a mountain lion there. Need to be careful. Maybe it was just a coyote. Hard to tell from this far away at night. And the fact it's right. Yeah, I think that's just a fox. Yeah, I think that's Blackwater. What is Javier Escuela doing up here in Blackwater? I should keep an eye on my map too. I'll travel the rest by foot.
How many?
A lot. Uniforms everywhere.
You see Sean?
No, I don't think so.
Damn it. Where's Trelawney?
Who knows?
Hey,
Where is that little Irish bastard?
I'm not quite sure. Trelawney's off trying to find out.
Anyone been in the Blackwater, see how things lie?
place is crawling with Pinkertons, bounty hunters, pictures of Dutch and Hosea.
Oh, he got a lot of money sitting in that town.
And that's where it's gonna remain for now.
Why haven't they hanged Sean, I wonder?
I think he's bait. Well, they want to trial him publicly.
Gentlemen, Sean is being moved up the upper Montana, then to a federal prison out west.
Damn. Well, we can't be rescuing people from some federal prison. We either rescue him now or cut him loose.
We're not cutting anyone loose.
Of course not.
Ike Skelding's boys are moving him to a camp nearby before handing him over to the government.
So, I guess we need to stop them before they get to camp. Charles, why don't you head up on the north side, and then we'll head up on the other side of the valley.
By the way, Charles is like my favorite character in the gang.
Come on.
He's awesome.
You know, Arthur, the government, or people whom the government like, seem to be very angry.
Sure. Well, we'll rescue Sean, and then we'll get ourselves lost, good and proper. It's a big country.
I hope so.
Back at it, boy. Let's head upriver and find this boat.
Keep your eyes open for Pinkertons. They got patrols out all over this area.
Yes, south of the river, West Elizabeth isn't a very welcoming place right now.
It's definitely as bad as we feared in there, Arthur.
There, look. I think that's our boat.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me. Keep your guns away until we know it's Sean, okay? I know what you two are like.
You think they can see us?
If they can, we're just three fellas out on the trail. Act natural. We'll be fine.
So, you've been gone for a while.
Much as I love dodging the law and sleeping in the dirt with you derelicts, I do have other business to attend to.
What happened in New York?
You know how life is. Never a straight road anywhere.
Especially with you.
Nice to know I'm missed, though. Have you run out of people to rob?
Oh, we'll never run out of people to rob.
But without me, you'll not find the caliber of victim that I find. Come on, let's keep them in sight.
You all right, Javier? You're quiet.
He hasn't stopped talking since we left you in Valentine. It's the longest ride of my life.
Cute, dear boy. Very cute. Push up, come on. Apparently there's a camp somewhere around here where the bounty hunters meet and transfer before continuing out west. I imagine that's where they're headed.
So, one thing that kind of worries me about West Elizabeth being here is that I feel like that other parts of the game will take place in the same providences as the first Red Dead Redemption.
Pulled into shore. All right, let's take a closer look. Binoculars, gentlemen.
So who are these bounty hunters?
I don't know too much about Ike Skeldon's boys, but I hear they're a big crew, wild, built some reputation in the last year or two.
That looks like Sean to me.
Certainly kicking up enough of a fuss. Yep, that's definitely Sean.
Oh, they're giving him a decent kicking.
Well, you can only imagine the shit he's been giving them.
Oh, yes.
They're taking him up the canyon.
There's Charles on the other side. Let's go.
What about the other two down there?
I've got an idea. Follow me.
Yeah, I'm digging this game.
We should do this quietly if we can.
Leave it to me, gentlemen. I'll go around and create a distraction. Then you two sneak... across and do the dirty on them.
Okay. Get your knife ready. Keep your head down. Wait. Let's get in the river. Wait until he's got them off guard before crossing. Wait here. He's still reeling them in.
Gentlemen, excuse me. Dear brothers, my wife is taken ill. Gravely ill.
What's the problem?
It's dear Bessie.
You take the one on the left. Okay, come on. Stay low.
Beside myself. If I lose Bessie, I lose everything.
Oh, calm down, mister.
I can't. I'm having a fit.
Okay, let's get after him.
A pleasure as always, gentlemen. I think you have it from here.
Come on. We got two halfway up the canyon to deal with.
Qué lindo those boots you got there, eh? Those are very nice. Who's the guy you got them from? Is he alive still? Come on, focus. Oh. Focus, okay.
Let's push up!
Oh yeah, the slow motion. That Fallout style kill cam. Oh, I feel like I got him right in the groin.
Quick! Come on, let's get up there. Hey, watch out for these two!
Oh, bitch, got me.
Yeah, the combat is much more conducive to the classic gunslinger, like just rushing in and shooting. Whereas the first Red Dead Redemption relied too much on GTA 4's cover system.
I'll take the left side, Charles. You go right, okay?
I guess.
Let's take these hijueputas!
Goddamn army of these. How much is Sean's bound? Still time.
Oh.
Move up! Come on! Look out! We got one shooting from the tower! Another one coming out!
Oh, right in the stomach. Yeah, it's the fall that would have killed him.
You're a lot less ugly from that other angle.
Morgan asked, with Volume 6 almost upon us, it's time to start asking the big questions. Which is best, Dede, the Blake Bella Booty, Dance Dance Infiltration Cinder, or Shiro Miwa Mongo Weiss Rump on page 53? I don't remember. I don't think I've seen the Weiss one. I'd say Cinder.
You're a great man, Arthur Morgan. The kind of young whippersnapper I can really admire.
Oh, shut up. Right, we should split up. Javier, will you escort Mr. McGuire back to camp? Charles, best you ride separately. Be careful. There's patrols everywhere.
What about you?
I'm gonna see what's worth taking here. I'll meet you back there as soon as I can.
All right.
Okay, come on. Have I got stories for you?
Yeah, I can't wait.
I imagine y'all missed me a lot, but fear not. The joy's back in your life.
Also,
now.
the fact that this combat system isn't super reliant on the Deadeye, and the Deadeye is a little more tricky to work with than it was in the previous Red Dead game. It's also got a lot more uses. Like you use it kind of like a detective mode in some missions, particularly hunting stuff. Just looting a bunch of dead bodies. I need to get out of here. Where am I at on the map? Okay, I'm out of the like extreme like dead or alive area, but I need to get out of the crime scene area. They're investigating.
Okay, boy. Giddy up.
Unknown suspect. They see me in the crime scene, they'll put a bounty on me. Just another organic way of that this game improves on the formula. Alright, let's see what this stranger is about. Unable due to your recent crimes. Return at a later time. Alright. Or maybe just wait until the wanted is dead. The law are no longer pursuing you, but your crimes won't be forgotten. If you are spotted by a lawman in a red area, you'll become wanted again. That's neat! It's like, how many games did it take for them to figure out that, like, humans don't typically have short-term memory loss? Bounty hunters remember previous crimes you committed in your stay. Pay off your bounty at a post office. $10. We'll go to the post office and pay that off before we start the next mission. Like, seriously, how long, like... Is this the first Rockstar game to actually make the law kind of competent in that regard? Because I think it is. Yeah, I'll make a post about that on Discord and maybe even Twitter when I'm done with the stream, which will be after the next mission, I think. Might even be before.
Welcome, welcome. Be a lot easier for you once you're all square.
West Elizabeth.
Beats a sheriff's gun in your back.
Let's see what the
Get a fresh start.
West Elizabeth, Lemoyne, New Hanover, and Barino. Okay, so New Austin isn't on this list, so maybe they're not going to reuse anything other than West Elizabeth, which West Elizabeth is tied in with like what happened, what the inciting incident, so it makes sense for that to make a reappearance. I am curious, like, let's see. I'm curious because if I remember correctly, John Marston's homestead should be about, like, in this area. Like, right outside Blackwater. In I think the ranch was called Beecher Stowe or something. Morgan S. donated $5. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're a true Weiss fan, you need to correct that. The manga may have sucked, but that salvaged the whole thing. You'll thank me later. If it's in that first chunk of Weiss, then I've seen it. I'm just not sure which picture you're referring to. Post it on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, you can follow me at EA Mediocrity 4. I use the same avatar. Post the picture and tweet it at me, and I'll see it, and I'll like it and probably retweet it.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa, whoa. Okay, boy.
I won't die to know.
Yeah, you will. I ain't got bandages for you. This thing, to help random people, you have to actually have, like... You have to actually have, like, the right things to help them. Like, I saved a dude that was getting mauled by a wolf. And, he ended up dying because I didn't have bandages. I don't think I have bandages. So, best to ignore him. It doesn't negatively affect your honor if you can't help them. It can only positively affect your honor if you do. Strawberry. New town. Let's find a hitching post and let's explore around a bit. Is that hitching post? Yep. Hitch horse. Hitch horse right next to the jail. Last place they'll ever look for me. General store. Also, I'm impressed that I haven't seen a whole lot of reused assets. Which you see a lot of reused assets, especially in open world games.
I know it's a lot, but
the Browns catalog.
Food throughout the shop, fishing bait next to the counter.
Let's get some provisions. Let's get some more canned food.
Now, let me just look in here.
Business done.
I probably should have bought. You know what?
Would you like
I'll go to a gun store for that though. Assuming this place has a gun store. Let's see. I don't see a gun store here. Maybe one of these buildings? Do you see a hotel? Yeah. So I'll restock on ammunition here. Let's see. Ammunition. I'm good on revolver rounds. Pistol cartridges.
Alright.
Let's actually see what guns they have. We'll check the rifles because I'm a rifle man. Oh, rolling block rifle. Too expensive. Semi-auto shotgun. Too expensive. Double action revolver locked. Do they only have one of each? Yeah, and then it's just ammunition.
Funny. If it were up to me, I would have planted my shop right where the jailhouse is. Everyone sees me, and I see everyone else.
And that should be good.
Lancaster, guns and ammunition. Ship confirmed. It's also a gun. Lancaster. Alright, let's see this.
Yep. Hello, sir. I've come from Blackwater. I'm on the trail of a dangerous gang. Tom O'Driscoll. Heard you had some sort of incident.
We don't deal with bounty hunters around here, son.
I was just wondering if I could get a description.
Well, they weren't friends. They got in a fight, 2 men got killed. Now, one of them's an idiot, the other's some kind of dumb mick, so maybe them's your boys. You can look right enough when we hang them.
Thank you, Sheriff.
So they're gonna hang Micah.
Let me out of here, you maggots! You think these bars can hold me? You hear me?
Hello, old friend. Had a good time, did you?
You going to get me out of here?
I ain't decided yet.
Real funny.
Oh, I ain't joking, cowpoke. I heard so much bluster out of your mouth these last 6 months. And now, I got an opportunity to watch you be silenced.
Well, you gotta do something.
Why?
I always looked up to you, Arthur.
Well, that's your first mistake. Listen, there's one little problem. There's only one of me, and there's a whole town full of people wanting to see you swing.
You got to do something, Arthur. Maybe that steam donkey over there still works. Yes. Hook that over the bars. See if you can pull them off.
What a modern disaster this is gonna be.
Just pull that lever. Come on.
Let's get out of here, come on. What the hell are you doing?
He wasn't O'Driscoll.
I knew you were scum the moment I laid eyes on you.
Don't go that way. Let's get the hell out of here.
I got some unfinished business. Trust me, Morgan.
Trust you? You have finally lost your damn mind. Goddamn maniac. Should have left you to hang.
We're in it now, Morgan. What do you want to do? Gonna be dead soon. I'll kill this whole town if I have to.
We should be long gone by now.
They got something of mine I ain't leaving without. You're welcome. Come on, let's clear them out.
That's how you want to do it?
Look out, we got more coming in. Who else wants to step up? Come on.
Let's go. Where are we going? Making a house call. There's more of these morons. We really should get out of here.
Calm yourself, woman. Like I said, I need to see some.
Skinny, get out here. Skinny.
Oh boy. What mess have I got myself into?
It's Norman.
You always was a letdown, you fat sack of crap. Excuse me a minute, Arthur.
What the f— This Micah dude has caused nothing but problems.
They had something of mine.
my guns. I showed him, and I'll show the rest of this town!
You have really lost it this time.
Your days are over, you son of a bitch! I'll finish these bastards! You wait! This way! Yeah? Who wants to...
Oh, I did not think I was that close to death. I knew I was getting low on health. I didn't think one bullet would have dropped me.
I showed him, and I'll show the rest of it!
You have really lost it this time.
I will get on your dead body! Up here! Now! Along this house, damn
I like that you get indicators that they're dead or that you hit them. You get the little white indicator if you hit them, and then a red indicator if it was a kill shot. I missed. I missed even when I was dead. Ooh, got him that time. This is a straight up massacre.
We got out of here, Morgan. Now you want to get out of here? Get back here. Don't have much choice.
Get my shotgun out. Probably shot that dude's leg off. I took his whole head off. Yeah. Yeah. Give me one reason why.
I gotta hand it to you.
Asshole.
What the hell was that you pulled back there?
Got a bit wild, all right.
Wild? Making a house call in the middle of all that?
Ain't much I care about more than those guns.
That much is clear. Who was that fella?
Skinny? Yeah. We ran together for a while. Did a bank job down south. Didn't end well.
I saw how it goddamn ended.
He was gonna let me hang.
I'm starting to wish I had. And you owe Lenny, too. If he hadn't found us in time...
Yes, you will all be thanked profusely, I promise.
Yeah, well, you're lucky
Ooh,
Dutch
lightning
got
storm.
your back. For some unknown reason.
I think we finally lost him.
I hope so.
I'm giving you a holster. My way of saying thank you.
And thank you. There I was, having a dull day only for you. To liven it up by letting me help you shoot up half a town.
You're a funny fella, Arthur. Real funny. Why you act all sour all the time?
Yeah, well, you ain't funny at all. So why you gotta act like the court
All
jester?
right, listen. I'm sorry, but we're family now. Arthur, you and me. Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes. Now I'm heading back to my little camp around back of Strawberry. Come see me
Maybe I can make things up to you.
You ain't heading back to Dutch?
No, I've been a bad boy, Arthur. I ain't seeing Dutch till I can bring him a peace offering. Bye now. Yeah.
So, how many people are watching? So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a... You now have an offhand holster. This allows you to carry 2 sidearms at once. Wait. Does that mean... Dual wielding! Yes! Ah, that's a good note to end on. Ah, last call for questions. Metal Dragon said, "Howdy boys, how's the cowboy hijinks going?" They're going. They're going good. I was just actually about to call it, see, bounty, $300 bounty. Oh man, I need to. Ooh, John Marsden. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the camp. Don't know what's up with Fort Wallace. I feel like that was a mission and I left early or something after looting them. But you can dual wield in this game, yes! Ah, I'm so happy about that. Seriously, you have no idea how bad you can custom. Ah, man. Oh, that's I'm hard on. I'm hard on that. Dual wielding pistols. So I'm gonna head back to camp and then I'm gonna call it a stream. But I'm gonna keep playing this after I eat some dinner. I do need to get something to eat soon. Oh, a stranger. Oh, I ran over something. Metal Dragon said, "Alright, let's get this out of the way. What does the game improve from the first Red Dead?" It is bigger and also deeper. The combat mechanics are deeper, the weapon system is deeper, the horse system is deeper. The whole bandit camp is arguably the best part of the game. At least best part that wasn't in the original Red Dead. Story's a bit lighter. I still have no idea exactly where the story is going. Because it seems to be focused on, like,
I just don't understand this at all. Hey, over here!
What's the problem?
Problem? No, there's no problem. Quite the contrary. Well, there is a problem. For me, but not for you.
All right. I ain't got time for
No, wait! Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it forever. I'm
this
sure
guy
you will have
black
heard
or
of me.
Hispanic? Because
Maximo Cristobal Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
both.
Can't say I have.
He's
There
definitely
has been
Hispanic.
much written about me. I once had high tea with the Viceroy of India. I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had many women. I've spent the last 3 months hunting treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful country. Reminds me a lot of Almeria. But tomorrow I set sail for the island of Shikoku in the Japanese archipelago in search of the legendary Tokushima sapphire.
Well, good for you.
No, hold on. You see this map here? It was made by the Jackhole Gang. They rob banks all the way from here to California.
Yeah, I know who the Jack Hall gang are.
Oh, them you have heard of. But me? Huh. Well, rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in this area, but were killed before they could retrieve it. They created 2 maps to ensure it was well hidden. This is the first and should lead you to the second. You just need to follow the landmarks drawn here.
So it's like the treasure hunter
Yes.
side quest from the
Unfortunately,
first
I am
game.
out of time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price of $10. A trifling investment for a man such as you, given the potential returns.
Yeah, I'll do it.
What the hell? Why not?
A very wise investment. I wish you the best of luck.
I got plenty of money. I'm a high roller with my $100. Is it like? I'm always really bad with the treasure map stuff. Yeah. This is one of those things where like I'm probably going to do this later after people have found all the treasures, and then just use a walkthrough, because I'm terrible with this stuff. Like first Red Dead, I was stuck on the second one for a long time. I got a lot of them fine on my own. Like the one in Tumbleweed, obviously that was like, obviously it's Tumbleweed. Like there's only one place in the first game that looks like that. Another hunter. Okay, I want to know what exactly that thing is. Is it a deer? Let's clean my gun. Yeah. Okay, so the red is it's degraded stats. Is that a... Yep, that's just a... Is it? No, it's a pronghorn. I've seen these around, and I'm just like, what are they? Skin it. Skin it and bring it back to the camp. Yeah, I think you get more if you bring the whole thing back.
Alright, boy.
But if you try bringing the whole thing back, it slows down your horse. And hold on, is this another stranger mission? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that because I'm getting hungry. Metal Dragon asks, what state is the setting for this game? It's a little hard to tell. I was thinking like Alabama, Georgia area, like the Smoky Mountains, but it appears to be more Montana and the Dakotas. But that doesn't make sense considering the first game was supposed to be Texas, and you're east of that. So maybe Arkansas? Again, it's kind of hard to tell. And there's an area of this game that is very much Louisiana. It is straight up Louisiana. I ran there for a side quest, and there was like alligators and snapping turtles and swamp areas. Alright, so let's talk to Pearson to get this loot off my horse.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say...
Arthur! Oh, Arthur!
You seem in a good mood.
I am, son. I am. Let's have some fun. Tonight. Let's enjoy ourselves.
We having a party?
Maybe. Just a little one.
Great. Uncle Sean is back.
Mr. McGuire!
And don't you worry, Miss Grimshaw, you old clown. I'll keep them girls in line. If I have to whip them, I will.
Where's Pearson at?
And don't you worry, Mr.
See here?
Pearson, you drunk old shitbag. It'll be nothing but the finest
one to know one,
game in the pot. Now,
Yeah,
get
they're
David
busy.
Wires back. And don't worry about nothing, Mrs. Grimshaw. We'll have this camp running like clockwork. I love you, bastards. Have fun.
Sean will make your life hell when he finds out you're an O'Driscoll.
Oh, great.
Just be grateful you're alive.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, Kieran.
Can't get rid of you, can I? Hey, mind if I join you fine folks?
Yeah, you actually kidnapped Kieran and starved him out, and then he's like, I don't like the old Driscolls, I was just running with them for a while, I got no loyalty. And so you kind of take him in.
What now? Come on. How about a song?
He'll be drinking till dawn now, I bet.
Oh, let him have some fun. He's been through a lot. I thought you Irish enjoyed a party, Molly.
I am enjoying it. I just don't need to fall over drunk with the rest of you.
You know this one, don't you? Go join in.
Finally, some good news, eh?
Indeed.
I'll spear in the works.
Well, you usually do, my love.
Yeah, this little celebration is a good place to end it. For now. Get some stew. So last call for questions before I cut the stream. Yeah, this has been Red Dead Redemption. I'm digging it. I'm digging this a lot. I'm digging that you can just join in on the celebration. Yeah, isn't that Bill? Is that Bill or Uncle? I always get them confused. It's Uncle.
You didn't need much excuse.
Somebody needs to show you how it's done.
And I'm sure you will.
And if you can tell the difference between a...
So, you got your buddy back?
The difference between a sheep...
Wasn't the same without.
A sheep and a man, then you... Well,
That's
that
Bill.
makes you a better man than me, sir.
Pearson, Hosea, John.
Mark my words, all of you, mark my words.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna cut the stream here. If there's no more questions. This has been fun. I'll stream this game again next week. Maybe I'll start from the beginning, maybe I won't. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just playing more and more of this game. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Right.